Okay, hey everybody, the beef between 50 Cent and T.I. so far. So T.I., the king of the South, T.I.P. Atlanta, let you know a lot, when it comes to ATL, when it comes to the business that, 50 is not having it, when it comes to his lyrical ability, but more importantly, 50, has him down pat when it comes to one area, the prime, rib cage, core. Because what 50 is, is a rapper, obviously, that's hardware gap. And T.I. is the king of southern rap, in itself. Now let's, explain, how the beef really got started. It started, when an interview of T.I., explaining how 50, and T.I.P. went to school together. So, the main aspect of this video is that, T.I. does have the advantage when it comes to certain aspects, So I checked out Lily, his diss track, the mini AI versus Lily and 50's diss track, Lily, and what I know is that T.I. is representing how 50 makes music, because I know how instruments work, how instrumentals work, and he's like ching chong, Lily, you let things drag on, Lily, you were dragging on, this and that, like destruction worker, and much like, other certain rappers, T.I. Makes a point when he's rapping, but, there's still a soft side of him due to ATL, okay? Because what 50 is doing is he is responding, within his best, power and ability. But, T.I. is, letting things hang and letting him have it. Like, okay, I'm waiting for you to punch. And 50's like, I'm waiting for you to punch. And T.I. is like, 50, you're actually punching seriously, okay? Because T.I. is taking advantage of really what he has. He hasn't. And what 50 is saying in his song is that, come over what you're on this side of the field. Like, once you're able to match my flow, once you're able to match my heart, once you're able to match everything, it's over. I feel like it's not a winning or losing battle. And one thing that you don't understand is that this is very similar, to the beef that, 50 had back in the day with Kanye West when they had the battle over, Curtis in Graduation. And, even though Kanye killed 50 in every way, shape, or form, you have to understand that Kanye is a better producer and that, 50 was doing something, indefinite. Because what you don't understand is that 50 is I get money. Literally, he is, a real big mastermind when it comes to rap. He doesn't have to try at certain times, So, when T.I. is, making this distraction, like, let him know, representing the instruments, really how it plays out. 50 Red he's, instruments too, just not to a full extent, because, the reason why, it's fucking ass is because T.I. has more motivation, I want, him to recognize that, he's still skinny to a certain extent. I feel like he's taking it as bad as the fact that, he's more, lighthearted, he's more light when it comes to rap in general, no pun intended, but, literally, I'm like, he's just gonna keep on taking advantage of the fact that he's skinny and not, not 50 at all. And what 50, should do, if he's listening, if he's watching this video, is he should recognize that, T.I., is one fucking side, he raps hard, really, like, he comes from the South, but he can't fuck Keisha Cole, it's true. I don't want to hear, any fucking bullshit, really, about any dame that he slept with. I just know that literally, when T.I. made Paper Trail, he was very passionate about music. And the thing about, T.I. really where it gets down, especially when he writes in the pen, is the fact that he thinks about all corners of rap, literally, before he enters a subject. And, what you don't understand, literally, is that when 50, faced Kanye, literally, and that he decided, to be, in a sentence, equivalent on part of Kanye, even though, he was a way better producer, when he came out with that AO technology with Justin Timberlake, what you don't understand about a solo career, is that Justin used to be a big part of the sequel. You get your own solo career, when you used to be a part of a group, a rap group especially, you have to make sure you're the best out of that motherfucker, because you have to understand that literally, people are doubting you, literally in the beginning, and that's why, when he came out with AO technology, when he came out literally with the fucking archetype of Curtis, he could have gave Kanye literally back when he made Graduation, not graduation, late registration, I want for his money, okay? So, that's true, so, what I see, in T.I. literally, and what I don't like about the rap game is that, a bunch of rappers, are over 50 years old, still doing this shit, still beefing over rap, still beefing over, stupid woman, okay? Now, with that being said, okay, let's get on to, the actual, thing, that I feel, that, it's really stupid because, this is the exact same reason why, Soulja Boy, can just show Jeezy. And it's really, out there because what the industry requires you to do, this is what's actually happening. I don't feel like this beef is ghetto enough. I feel like it's just official enough. I feel like, fucking ASAP, Ferg, ASAP Rocky Lately can do the exact same thing to T.I. I feel like he's hanging, where it comes to his reasonability. Alright? Now, when it comes to 50, how many times I tell you, do not diss. You know what happens literally when you diss Ja Rule on my channel? You do not get literally what happens literally to 50 when he makes these false accusations, to other rappers, that can literally fucking murk him in the limelight, but not, murk him in reality. And that's why I told T.I., fucking do not, take advantage of the fact that, you're lighter than him and recognizing, 50 Cent is a zoophile, zookeeper, okay? Now, when it comes, to dissing both right now, they're not even. I'm gonna say I admit they're not even, but I have to get inside of T.I. in order for him to recognize that, you cannot keep this, let him know really fucking White Cliff John isn't there. You cannot, keep, 50, staying to wear like a fucking snail on a boat, on a sea crane, and 50 is just, oblivious, fucking, cause T.I. is coming at him at all corners, 50 is coming at him straight, literally, in order for somebody literally to get to your territory, guys, you have to let them know what it's all about. So, the reason why, you need to be tough in this is because, there's a whole lot of people making fun of it. When it's gonna come to a proper conclusions, when you gotta lay hands, when, it's other things like, guns that get involved, you gotta think about that critically. If it's really just a joke, then, you won't let it go, because, what's happening right now is that literally they're taking shit so seriously, already they're postponing shit, okay? So I'm just letting you know, look, this is the basis of T.I. vs. BC. I feel like it's a very decent rap beef. I feel like it could be, bigger. I feel like it could be, larger. I feel like literally, this is gonna end, them dissing each other, through albums, literally, and through other celebrities and gossip. But hey, if you want, more facts about rap, come subscribe to my channel, Mood Tricks, Mood Crazy Mon, literally. So this is how I feel about, TIP versus 50.